The Ferrari Formula One team held the first test session for the F2004, their challenger for the forthcoming season, at the private Fiorano circuit just across the road from the famous factory. Ferrari chief executive Luca di Montezemolo and sporting director Jean Todt were deep in conversation as world champion Michael Schumacher arrived for the test session. Schumacher and Ferrari were pushed to the limit in both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships last year, with both titles decided on the final day of the season. The Italian team was successful on both fronts, but the gap between Ferrari and their rivals has closed right up. The F2004, Ferrari's challenger for this season, was unveiled at the team's headquarters in Maranello recently, and this was its first test session. The car made a faster debut than any of its predecessors, completing a lap of Fiorano in a time of 56.8 seconds, which was 0.2 of a second faster than last season's car. The new design is considered a more conservative evolution in comparison with their main rivals at McLaren, Williams and Renault. Perhaps that's why technical director Ross Brawn is already working on upgrades for the new car. In pre-season tests, the Renaults have performed well, but reports of less than successful trials for the McLaren, the first of the new season's cars to get on track, have been dismissed by Ferrari teamsters. McLaren driver Kimi Raikkonen has suggested that his new car is not yet well integrated with its Mercedes-Benz engine. But Michael suggests that this is a smokescreen to give their rivals a false sense of security. He thinks the Finns' slow public times might have been set on brimful fuel tanks. Schumacher won a record 6th driver's title last year, but his 4th championship for Ferrari was only sealed after he scraped an 8th place finish and a single point in the final race in Japan, where his main rival, Raikkonen, failed to win. Raikkonen finished just 2 points behind Schumacher, and with Williams driver Juan Pablo Montoya and his own brother Ralf Schumacher also in contention for much of the season, it's clear that Ferrari's easy domination of recent Formula One is over. Michael set a lap record of 56.279 seconds in the F2004 on the second day of the test, beating the absolute mark he set last March in the older car by a fraction of a second.